Hello guys and welcome to the Wolf Pack. I'm your host Stocky Wolf and today we'll be starting a new 3-part series on the survival game Subnautica. This series is going to be brought down into 3 episodes with a simple aspect of showing you some basic do's and don'ts and helping players new to the game get going. The first episode we're going to try and get to Sea Glide and if we can within the time limit get up to Sea Moth. Without any further ado, here we go. So, I will be playing this in freedom mode with a simple aim of most of you guys will be playing in either survival or freedom anyway. So just to make it easier to show you what we're doing and how to achieve it, this is what we'll do.
Attention. Failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2.
Always remember your seatbelt, boys. That gotta hurt. Okay, so as you've just seen, first things first, you've got to turn off that fire.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome.
Cheers.
The EDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Okay, so we are alive and we are essentially isolated for now. It tells you can move your quick slots and also take that out the quick slot. The quickest way to do that is we are just going to drop it into our temporary inventory over here. So, lovely beautiful game. As you can see, we are nicely surrounded by water, few creatures.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Okay, a few things we need to do straight away then. First of all, just make a note of your surroundings. If you get far enough away, you will be able to see this marker. But we need straight away to go and get some basic materials. So some of these items here, you can actually scan them, but first of all, we need a scanner to do that. So, grab some titanium.
Oxygen.
Some copper.
Is an essential component of all powered equipment.
And we need... And we nearly drowned straight off the bat. Don't worry though, we are fine. Inventory space remaining is fine. So, you want some copper, some titanium. You want to grab 2 of these pods for the rubber that you'll need.
New blueprint acquired.
And let's see if we can quickly get ourselves some other bits. Some more titanium, we'll take it.
Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
Okay. So, as you've seen, we've grabbed some copper. I've grabbed a couple acid shrooms. we've got some titanium. Now, the acid shrooms mixed with copper will make you a battery. So first things first, let's get some basic resources going. Every piece of metal salvage that you pick up will turn into 4 titanium. So we need some silicon rubber. And we need a battery. Okay, so first and foremostly, standard ore tank is only titanium. And we are going to take the knife before we make the fins for increased movement speed and a scanner. Then some fins.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment appropriate equipment.
Straight down. So now we've got a scanner, we can already start finding, locating and scanning reef forces. So we want the beacon, sea glide. Don't really need the trash can, but we'll take it anyway. Also 2 of these. Two of these. And heading straight over. 3, 4 of these. So for those of you who are playing survival mode, bladder fish, which are these right here, can be turned into bottled water. Just remember, always cook your food, as cooking it allows you to get increased water and food from anything you're going to use. Now into our basics, we want some fibre mesh. So a mixture of salt and coral tube samples, which are just the large tubes you will find scattered around you, allow you to make bleach. So for those of you who are playing on survival mode, this is one of the easiest methods for giving purified water early game, as it does allow, 1 minute, I can't actually show you on this mode because, well, it's not available for me to show. But first of all, now we need a repair tool, which we need some case stuff for, we need a light, which we need glass, and there's not really much more that we need for right now, so let's just dump our inventory. And we are going to take 1 flare and then the water out. Okay. So, drop the flare. It's not something you have to do, but it does mean that if you need to jump down here in the dark, you can still see what's going on. And because we're not playing on survival, we will just drop these items. Okay. So we now need to find a couple of things. We need copper, so that we can make more batteries. We need to find some quartz so that we can make glass. Luckily, just nearby the base, there is a few simple cave systems if we can just locate one. We're a while away from needing gold, but that's fine.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Take some of those because we will need lubricant. We're going to need 2 batteries. So, and that looks like there could be a cave down there. So, see if we can hit it up quickly. It will get very dark very quickly. Copper. It looks like we might just have to wait till daylight because I cannot see a thing. But you can see already why we decided to drop this flare here. There's a hole underneath of here will stay lit.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
So let's have a look. Can't make the flashlight yet. What about a simple repair tool? We need cave sulfur for that. Okay, so it looks like batteries are going to be on the main. I also recommend making yourself a little storage chest, especially early game. This is a great idea. If we stick that down next to our flare, and then you've got yourself a little locker you can dump stuff in. Keep titanium on us. And now we just wait for daylight. There is a few basic things we could gather and complete through the night, but most of it's not really relevant to us right now. So high capacity we could make pretty quickly. We've already found silver and we have the titanium, we have the O2 tank, but we need the glass. Glass is made by quartz. So you can see already the items that you've got blueprints for and haven't finished, you will be able to find in this list. It's always worth keeping an eye on what you need to be checking for, and if you find a new item but it hasn't shown up yet, check here to see if you're still missing components of the blueprint. Hopefully it starts getting light rather soon and we can just continue with the video.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So let's have a quick look at any of the logs that we've got. So, bladder fish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenceless and bears little resemblance to other life forms around it. It has a semi-permeable bladder. The bladder fish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing. Can be angled and constructed to pump out water and achieve low velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and particularly immobile at night, its only defence mechanism is that it composed almost entirely of water, air and cartilage. Assessment edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Membrane has applications as natural water filter. So what they're essentially saying is you can turn them into water, but if you decide to catch them and consume them raw when you're in the deep water, you can actually get oxygen back from them. In fact, why don't we show that now? So there's a bladder fish.
New creature discovered.
We're just coming down here a moment.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications.
So you see that we're at 60.
Is a proven survival strategy.
If we come over and we decide to use this, it won't actually let me because I'm not on survival, but oh well. So, second day, we desperately need to find quartz and other basic materials. We don't really need any more titanium for now. But, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna head in this direction. And we're going to grab a few blueprints on the way to a location that I know there's quartz. So you can see that a life pod is there. The Aurora, which is this large ship, is just there. We're going to be heading, so the Aurora is almost directly right of us. And at the other side of the kelp forest, we should be able to find an area that's got red grassland in it. So that's what you're looking for. Don't forget to keep an eye out for any chests or scannables as you go, as you will need all of these blueprints later. So you can see the salt is in abundance. I do recommend that you quite quickly get into the habit of making bleached water with salt and coral tubes. So, mobile vehicle bay fragments. This is what you will need in order to make some of the larger vehicles a little bit later on.
30 seconds.
And whilst it seems like a simple notion, for those of you on controller, remember that you can go directly up and down using the L1 and R1 buttons on your controller. We'll need that later on. So you'll notice we just picked up some lead. Lead can be used much later in the game to get a radiation suit, as well as other main components you will need. So directly below us, you'll notice some of the wreckage that looks different to the standard salvage. These are the components you're looking for, as they will allow you to make the first small submarine unit, the Seamoth. So here's one.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
There's other components around here. We will see if we can grab one more quickly.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
Integrating new PDA data.
So you'll notice that some of the terrain doesn't pop in until you're much closer. That's something to bear in mind, as if you're moving too fast you can actually go over an area before it's finished popping in. That's 2 of 3. And there's some quartz. So you'll notice we're now in the area that has the red grass, and there is some quartz here. You can also find quartz in the cave systems near the base where you first start. So where your life pod is. And there's also a life pod down there, so we're going to hit that up quickly. So, next to this life pod there on the floor, you can use these to get blueprints directly.
New blueprint acquired.
We will quickly have a look inside. We'll take that data entry.
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Let's go back over and finish getting the parts of our scanning room, as well as checking any of the silver and black crates that you find.
Oxygen.
Looks like just salvage. Oh, we got that.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Piece of a scanner room.
New blueprint acquired. 30 seconds.
So, looks like we've got a sand shark nearby. See pieces of the Seamoth. I'm going to quickly check this crate. And there's the first piece of our laser cutter.
Seconds.
Just remember to keep an eye on that CO2.
Oxygen.
Piece of quartz. Second piece if I cut it.
Seconds.
As soon as we have 2 pieces of quartz, I'm now going to go get us a flashlight so we can start going into those caves a little bit more safely.
Oxygen.
Now do be warned that some of these spawns are random, so you might not find the same stuff that I did in the same location that I did. However, the blueprint that you saw me pick up, that will be in the same location every time. We're not very deep, so I'll grab that quickly.
Oxygen.
We've actually stumbled across another life pod here. So we are quickly going to go around and scan the remaining components here. So we can now make a sea glide.
New blueprint acquired.
And there we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
We found another blueprint inside, which is our compass blueprint.
Blueprint acquired.
So life pod 3. Is what, 110 meters away from the camp, just in the kelp field. You want to be looking at this sort of angle. And there's a flare still lighting up the local. Okay, so we can now make a sea glide with the right components, which I'm pretty sure we can actually do right this moment. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Lubricant and a battery. Okay, lubricant and a battery. And there we go. That's how quick and easy you can get to having a sea glide.
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
And now I know I have one at the bottom, so just quickly I'm going to pull the battery out of that. And we're going to make a flashlight. So, your Sea Glide has a couple of capabilities. The one that we're most interested in is the simple fact that we can use it to locate cave systems. So you can see just deep inside this cave system we have quartz.
30 seconds.
Now obviously we are a lot quicker with the Sea Glide, so you can get deeper, faster and easier. So repair kit, we need silicon rubber and cave sulfur. And we should now be able to make a better CO2 tank as well. So if we just head over here, remove this. There we go, high capacity CO2 tank has been obtained. That looks more like it. We'll take this. There we go, there's a couple of smaller cave systems over here. Like this one. And what we're looking for is a little creature that hides out in plants at the edge of caves. You'll know when we find one, as it will make some funky noises.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
So you can see why we wanted a flashlight as well as the Sea Glide light. It does just make things quicker and easier.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
And this is where the ability to go directly up and down is so helpful, because from here we can just head straight up, and we know that heading straight down there we're back into our cave. we do not seem to have found one in there. We'll just quickly run back through and make sure. Okay, so we need another cave. Go the other way. The volcanic site. There we go, down this way. We'll just quickly scan this, as table coral can be used in a couple of recipes. We need another 2 of these for another battery.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems.
That's what we wanted to hear.
An essential component of the
So,
repair tool.
So you'll notice here at the bottom we've got a brain coral. Standing over a brain coral will give you oxygen back. However, we are not having much luck discovering one of these creatures. No, there's none that way. Here we go, another cave system. See if we can find what we're looking for down here. I'm not going to bother taking gold for now because we just don't really need any more of it. And we don't need any more titanium for now. Now, if I remember this cave rightly, just through here should be exactly what we're looking for. So, I step in here. And that's what you're looking out for. Easiest way to dodge them is to pass straight by them. Now our inventory is a little full, so let's drop 2 of them, 2 of them. We'll pick table coral up pretty much anywhere. And for now we do need more copper and quartz. Silver for wiring kits. Okay. Should give us an advanced wiring kit now we've made that, or not. Let's have a look. Tools, repair kit, we just need the silicon that's in this. And we have the repair tool. Okay, so there is a couple of things to repair here. First of all, the life pod itself, and secondly, the beacons. So, there we go. So, you want to make sure you repair your radio, and whenever you see this light flashing, play the message.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
So what will happen is every now and then you will come in here and you will notice this is flashing. When you play it, it will play a distress beacon or another message that may give you the location of more life pods, meaning essentially that you will get access to more and more of the blueprints. So next thing that we need to do is we need to get the last of the laser cutter and a rebreather. So we can already make the rebreather, hence why we went this way around. Made sure that we had fibre mesh. This means now that when we go below 100 meters in depth, we no longer start to suffocate. So we don't lose our oxygen quicker. Okay. Next thing on the list is we want a habitat builder. For that we need one wiring kit and a computer chip. So let's have a look. We can make the computer chip. We can make the wiring kit.
New blueprint acquired.
Make some copper wire. And there's a habitat builder.
The builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Okay, then we're going to fill the rest of our inventory up quickly with titanium, as you'll use a lot of titanium in making yourself a little base. Like that. And any roughly flat surface like this will do nicely just here. So, first things first, we want to put a foundation down, as this will strengthen it, and we don't yet have any lithium. So, this will do. And when you're finished, boom, attaches to the floor. Base integrity is fine. Next, we need some power. That gives us a bit of power in there, and then we also want a scanning room, which requires 2 copper, 1 table coral. So you see this little beacon that's just appeared in the top right of my screen? This is telling me that there is now another radio signal to be picked up.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay. There's 2 main reasons why you want to build a base as early as possible. One is simply that it's nice to have, but primarily it's because you can apply real storage areas to something like this. So if we now go over storage, we can put down a couple of large storage chests and start really gathering some materials.
Congratulations, Survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform.
So, this is table coral. So we've got all those nice storage chests. And we want a fabricator. That's more like it. A nice big inventory dump. Okay, so I think that will just about do it for today. Once again, you have been here with Stocky Wolf. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video has helped you in any way, shape or form, please don't forget to like and subscribe.